Hey everybody, it's Grinderfoot. We're back at this game again. We're going to be hitting 96k. So, yep, sit back and enjoy the show. You have your Coke or Cola or whatever you drink. I don't know what you drink, man. I don't know what you drink. And, yeah. Yep. And, yeah, if you have a little small dinner or something, I don't know what you have, TV dinner or whatever, just grab that too. You can have that. Me personally, I'm thirsting for some goldfish. I wish you could just kind of scale it over around like that. Wait, what? I wish you could just kind of scale this around like that. You know, just scale it. You know, just scale it. So that when you do that, it end up like with a nice little thing. What on earth? He just honked, but there was no. What on earth? Alright. Sweet. All one. Just cover as much ground as possible. Alright. So now we're taking our sweet time. How on if we get so many seeds in just a few moments? We're literally getting about, let's just say, a lot of grass. My goodness. See, in particular, the jitter that I talked about earlier on my last streams. If you haven't seen that one, go ahead and check it out. The jitter I talked about earlier, basically put, the jitter is like, pretty noticeable. In particular, it's pretty noticeable when you're, well, moving very slowly or when you're stopping. That's probably why I saw a lot of it when I was like stopping in the water, because the jitter was most prominent there. And another thing too, you can also see if you move along the x-axis. I mean z-axis. If you try to move over to the x-axis, remember on the x-axis, the axes kind of function separately actually in this game. So it's like if you're at only negative 2,000 on the x-axis, but at 84,000 on the z-axis. Traveling along the z-axis will act just as you expect. It'll be a little bit jittery. However, if you travel along the x-axis, everything will be just fine. Like, look, if I do this, look. Look, my thing's not changing. See? It's not changing. Look. See, it's pretty smooth. Pretty smooth, for the most part. If there is any jitter that I can see, probably within the hitbox, it's really subtle. Because I can barely see any. So, yeah, because right now, too, the game looks pretty smooth. I gotta admit, it looks pretty nice. If I, as soon as I start traveling along the x-axis, you're gonna see what's gonna start happening there. See that? Look at that. Looks fine at first, and that's because you're going fast. When you're going slow, you can see it. So again, Z coordinate, fine. X coordinate, not so much. I mean Z coordinate, not so much. So if you're traveling along Z, what that means is that technically you're jittering just a little bit. You're jittering in less than 1/16 of a block, so it's not like you're jittering every pixel. You're jittering about, I don't know exactly how much you're jittering. You're jittering about every eighth of a pixel. 1/8 of 1/16 is about 80. Wow. It's about 80 and 48. Alright, so basically plot. We're jittering right now about every 128th of a block, which is noticeable with the human eye. You can see it. You can see it. We're jittering about every 128th of a block or so. I did the math there. 1/8 or so times 1/16 is that. And then afterwards, jittering every pixel. I'm not sure I'm gonna start hitting that until because it's gonna double or divide, I guess. Then that probably means that by next one we'll be jittering every 64th of a pixel, every 32th of a pixel. After that, 232, 144, 232, 144, 232,124 is 144 is the next breaking limit, and at that point I'll be I'll be jittering every 1/32 of a block, which is essentially every half a pixel. That's half a pixel of jitter, note that. And then afterwards, soon it's gonna hit about. Next thing it's gonna hit is about. Next thing it'll hit. Next thing it's gonna hit is after that 232,000. Then afterwards it's gonna do that again, 464k, 288, 464, 288, 464, 238 is the Z, 288Z is the next point that it breaks. And at that point, then I'll be twitching. Then afterwards, I'll be messing up every 16th of a block. So at that point, that's when it starts getting bad. Because now I'm just going to go, like, from being, like, every tiny piece of a pixel to, like, literally every pixel. So at that point, it's going to start becoming noticeable, I think. Like, just by walking. Like, if I were to walk like a normal, sane human being, you would be able to see the pixels. You would be able to see the actual, me actually jittering every single pixel. It'd be kind of noticeable at that point. I'd be skipping, like, every single pixel or so. And then afterwards, soon... And then afterwards, soon, it's gonna... Soon it's gonna get harder than that. Because soon it's gonna be like... Because soon it's gonna be like every 1/8 of a block. Which is double that distance, or 800k or so. Which means now every 2 pixels. At that point, it should be undeniably noticeable when I'm walking forwards. And afterwards, eventually, it's going to be even bigger to every, even bigger to every 1/4 of a pixel, double that distance, which is about 1,600,000 or so. Which, at that point, then it's going to get real bad. Like, that right there is, like, bad. Like, 1/4 of a block, that's going to start becoming noticeable. Then afterwards, every half a block, double that distance, about 2 million something. Every block, double that distance, which is going to be about 4 million. 4 million, which is at what Kurt GMAC is at right now. That's one entire block of jitter. What you're seeing on Kurt GMAC's channel, that's at 4 million. That's what you see. Not just a 16, not just a 256 of a block of jitter, an entire block of jitter. That's a lot. Once he doubles his distance to 8 million, is about 2/3 of the way there. It's gonna go from like 1/3 to like from like 1/3 in 1 block to 2/3 in 2 blocks. Afterwards, once he does that, doubles that distance, it's gonna go up to 4 blocks. So by the time he reaches it, he's gonna be jittering once every 4 blocks. Which means that basically he's not gonna be like be able to literally not able to kind of walk properly. Like he's like gonna be like jittering once every 4 blocks once he reaches it, and that's will be the same for me in 5 to 7 months when I get there. AKA, it's gonna be some serious jitter, and you're gonna be able to notice it. It's gonna be practically if a camel stabbed you in the eye with a needle, and just afterwards ask you to see if you can see the needle, but afterwards like triple sized it, or actually no, like sized it up so much it didn't even look. It looked practically like he was aiming a dagger at you. That's what you're gonna see. It's gonna be blatant jitter. It's gonna be like, whoa, something's wrong there. Alright, at this point I gotta leave my boat behind. Oh. Must have been here before. Huh, so it doesn't seem like my spawn either was quite enough. Alright then, so I need to make a small little spawn. I need to make it nice. So iron spawns around 60 free. That's when it can begin spawning. annoying thing about iron sometimes can be that it doesn't always spawn the amount you want it to. Like, it can spawn in like 4s like that, and it doesn't spawn enough, and you want it to spawn more, but it refuses to. Actually, why don't we try this 1 second? Hold on. Good sweet potato. Right now we're at 86k. That's very good. Alright. I wonder that if that means that. I wonder if that means that